July of 2011, you're going to see a whole lot of people moving out.
Welcome to a BBC News special live from
stealth
Kuwait
bombers
City,
involved
where you can probably
launched
hear
the opening
in
salvo
the background
of Operation Iraqi Freedom.
My World of Warcraft name, her name was Natalia.
Really?
Yeah. I rolled a Night Elf Hunter. I didn't realize it was going to be such a big, like, everyone's going to make fun of you for a while, and I had no idea that, like, what would happen later on, like, where people were like, hey, what's up, baby? And, like, not knowing I'm a guy at all, but whatever, I didn't really care. I was like, fine.
When did you start?
The day of launch.
Oh, really?
Back in 2004, I was working for NBC at the time.
Okay.
We had just invaded Iraq. I had moved to Killeen, Texas, and got stationed kind of on Fort Hood.
Okay.
Which is one of the largest military bases in the country, maybe next to like Fort Bliss or something. It's huge. It's like, you're talking about a town of about 125,000 people, and 57,000 of them work and live on Fort Hood.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We'd go in there and get like the war report. So we're talking like this DEF-CON room where you're like in there with a bunch of like military leaders, and all of a sudden you're hearing like information from like General Petraeus and some other people, and they're like, here's the update, because like they would come in and talk to all the press. So I'd be in this room with a bunch of reporters from like NBC, CNN, CBS, and for those who don't know, Killeen is a shithole. Like, it is one of the worst places to live on the planet.
Not much to do?
No, not much to do. It's like the armpit of Texas. I fucking hated it. I couldn't stand it. But I was there for 6 months, and so I remember the day it came out, I left work at 10 o'clock, ran right to Walmart, bought a copy of the game, and went directly to my computer at home that I had just built and loaded it up and started playing. And I remember like just being completely consumed by the game. I mean, I remember like exploring like Darnassus, like the Night Elf capital, and like going around the little island that you start off with, and then like just, I think from like 11:30 to 6 a.m. that day, I played nonstop. I didn't stop playing. And that was before you could level really quickly. So like, it was crazy. I remember like just, that was my life for 6 months straight.
So did you play for the entire 6 months?
The entire 6 months. I mean, I kid you not, every single night I played that game. It was so a lot of people say like, why do you play MMOs? Like, is it an escape? Like, do you like to meet people? For me, it was a complete escape from reality. It was like, I could not think of a better thing to do with my life than to just shut off from what I was doing in the real world. And I remember like at work, I'm just like, I would count down the hours. I just look at the clock and be like, okay. And then if I wasn't on the clock, I was like on like Thoughtbot and other freaking weird places, like looking for like quests and all this other stuff I could find, because it seriously was a break from reality. If it wasn't for WoW and the girlfriend I had at the time, I probably would have lost my goddamn mind. So yes, every day, 6 months, until I moved from Killeen and Fort Hood, I played that game nonstop. And even in 6 months, as much as I played, I think I may have got to level 60 after 6 months, but like, I just did weird shit in that game to the point where like, it was more of just like a social escape to get the hell out of to where I was living and kind of into like a fun little fantasy world. I liked it.